Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're getting ready to chop. I don't know exactly when we're gonna chop, but before long here, obviously. We got 6150 hooked up to the wagon. And we're gonna take the 130 down, then hook that up to the chopper. We're gonna take both rigs down to Criswell again. Shed's built, stone is laid. We're gonna go back stuff in there, park the stuff in there so it's out of our way. Well, that could go down. I might talk to that. I might clean out our yard. It's a mess. It's a mess, obviously. We got the PTO changed exactly where the tractor is. I decided I could probably change it right there, and I pulled the 1000 shaft PTO out. So I knew I had to make it fast, but I didn't. I did, but I pulled the PTO shaft out and oil got everywhere. So I checked it, make sure it's still good. It was over full, so we'll be fine. This is greased, got a little bit of grease in there. This is grease. There's nothing to grease in here. I thought there was, but guess there isn't. I might have to pull this open. Doesn't seem to be anything to grease in there. Then we'll go out back here. I will check out back here, make sure there's some spots here, and there is. I have to go along here, every hub, put 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 pumps of grease in. We have here, here, here. Where did that one go? There it is, and then there. All right, so I think we have everything from what I can find. So we're just gonna give it a test run. Everything seems to be going good. That was a very good first run in a long time. Come on. Where's it at? Oh well. Don't work. Anyway, so I'm just gonna come along here, start everything up. 1 right there. 2, 3. Alright, that one's gonna need a ladder for it. And this can be shut. I'm gonna pull this out again. Also, again, I didn't want to shut this stuff while it's running. Here, losing one of my fingers. Safety first, everybody. Safety first. If I won't have to worry about losing my fingers, I would have did everything a little different, but we're good. Now, this guy's the last one. We have everything in there. No, do not. And this one right there. I just want to double check everything. Everything in here is fine. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get these mist spots greased. See what happens. If you're always wondering why people never leave this hooked up to the tractor like you would like a bush hog or even a manure spreader, it's because with those long tongues, when they turn, has a chance to break something or even bend the PTO. You want to avoid that as much as you can, so that's why you never see those hooked up while they're driving on the road, unless they don't know any better. But my dad has taught me well. That's why. And now, ready to go. And another way, it's so much faster just hooking it back up to the chopper. You don't have to deal with PTO. While we're here, I'm gonna just go check the 130s, oils and stuff, just to make sure. We got 6150s yet. 2, just to be sure with those. I asked that we're gonna take 399 down, but 6150 goes first, and 130 goes first. All right, so we're back home. We're gonna go now, pull the 130 out, and I didn't check these, so I'll check that, possibly top it off. One thing I did forget to do is check the tire pressure in those. I want to do that on these yet. Here too. Pull this pin from 6150. I usually don't like to do that, but I decided to because the pin that it had on wasn't, well, you had to use a hairpin. Got all the wires hooked up, hydraulic hoses. Got all the hydraulic hoses hooked up now. Couldn't get this to come down, so we'll just let it go, I guess. I don't remember how I even put it up there except brutal force. I don't feel like doing it right now. Kind of tired. And then this is for the box to run the auger. Not can't talk tonight. I can't talk tonight. To run this guy thing with Bobby. It turns that. What else does it run? I'm trying to think what else it runs. Yeah, it's for sensors also. So very obvious. We're gonna have, when we get home, we're gonna have to clean some of that, clean it, grease it, and then we'll run it again, get it running, oil the change, WD-40, and go on from there. Check the tire pressure, everything seems good on it though. Alright, let's go home, and I guess we'll finish setting everything up. Pull this guy off. Just finish, we'll take the wires, put them up there with the box. I figured that out. Like I said before, either it's up and down or side to side. Well, it's side to side on this tractor or something. I figured that out down there. Went to pick it up and, no, picking up went fine. But this hydraulic didn't work, so. Explains it. I can get through without it. Alright, we're gonna go to Chris. We're going to put stuff in the shed. Put a lot, like trying to put all of our equipment in the shed. We're gonna take 399, go whole 399 down. See if she starts. And we got the planter tractor and the combine in. So I'm moving some of these bags in, and a little bit of this and that. So now we're really starting to stack stuff in. We're gonna back this all the disconnect to next to the corn planter. We have the 360 here, the combine there. You guys can't really see that. 399 next. We're gonna back that in right beside the corn planter and all those. We got both of the discs backed in, so now it's 6495's turn, and then full on gonna be the Alice's turn. But that tractor's just gonna sit out yet. But here she is, pretty, except codes. Start her up and she throws a code every single time. If you guys didn't believe me that there's errors, there's an error 924 whatever, and it's and that's one that's still coming. You just drive with it home. Mission accomplished. With little to no room to spare. Barely enough room, but it worked out. Still down here at Chris, so the reason why I have sunglasses on so I can look at my camera and without being blinded by the light. Sometime we want to go put a light in somewhere because it's like pitch black. You guys can't see anything, but it's pitch black. Alright, so next morning, obviously, we're gonna go do some work. We're not gonna work on the chopper quite yet. That's gonna wait a bit, but we gotta go move some straw to show you. We're about to have a lot of fun. We have to move from this, all this junk, loose straw, move it somewhere so that way it's out of our way. I might just push it down a hole right away while we're at it, but I don't know. It's quite a bit. About 10 minutes of work. Maybe not quite. We're still going. So we worked on the four-wheeler a bit. That's how far we got. Here's the piston. Listen to this. That's not right. I don't know. I have the one. I'm working. I'm not greasing it right now. But I need these. Decided to prime these so they don't rust. So now the primer look very nice. Very, very nice. So now we're gonna go install all three of these. I have one of these to bolt out and ready to put another one on. Man, those look nice. Bye bye to the first battery. It's a tough one, the impact. You can hammer it, sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. We're good. Perfect. So here on the chopper, the back end here, we replaced these, I think last year. These how they looked last year. And these are the ones we're replacing now. All these junk ones. Here are the new ones. Let me show you the thickness difference. Old one versus new one. You can tell new one's definitely a lot thicker. Even for these, it's about perfect air. But these are a little taller than those. Now we just set this on so and put the bolts in. Mission accomplished. All 3 new ones are on. Now for the thing that's gonna take the longest. Greasing that entire thing. Not looking forward to it, but we're gonna get it done. When you deal with grease, you get all greasy. My hands are like black. Anyway, we're gonna get this thing a test run. Call Dad, make sure it's okay with him. He said yes, so we're gonna go quickly fire this thing up, oil the chains again, and go on from there. One step further here on the chop, we have the monitor up there. That runs the spout, and then we have to hook these up to, we're gonna hook positive up to here, negative maybe here, I don't know. And then this cord runs up to the monitor, so the monitor has electricity to run to run electricity back through the chopper and up to that, and whatever else it runs, reverse and stuff. Here's my issue. I don't know which one here is positive or negative, which the green or the yellow. The only way I wouldn't really know how to test it is to turn, we're gonna leave that there, turn this on, and we're just gonna touch cords. We might find that. We'll turn the key on for the 130, just so that doesn't actually run. It'll just show lights. We are having an issue. Not a surprise. So last year, this guy was bad, so we replaced him. And this year, he seems to be bad again. When I want to run it, it has to pull this. This is spring loaded, spring there, and it pulls it out. Which right now it's so tight, you can't move it. There. What it does is this pulls the cylinder back like that, a gap there, and then that lets it spin, right? Well, now it's not wanting to let this come back. I have a feeling that's why the zip ties here. I don't know though. It's supposed to do that, then it spins, but when you spin it, it's just jumping gears, which not gears. It's just slipping, which is another thing that isn't good. So guess we'll talk to Dad. Alright, so it's been a bit. I talked to Dad. He told me to look at the manual, so I did. Try and figure out what I could do. I can't figure it out. Dad got it running. I don't know how he did it. I can't figure it out, but he got it. So like before, this farm has been sold. So there's where the shed used to be, with the shed we used to put stuff in. We're clearing everything out. We got the dryer and the cleaner in this shed yet. So then those two things, when those are out, then they have a little more room. So they asked for some room. So we had the 8120. There's still some more power stuff over there. So it's gonna be a bit, but the shed at Christmas is gonna fill up pretty fast. You guys can barely see me, but we have 4370 here. We're gonna back the grain dryer there. We got everything else here. It's so dark that you guys can't hardly see anything. We want to put lights up sometime so we can actually see stuff down here, because it's like pitch black. Not pitch black, but it's dark. You get